Hi, this is Taxis Chronicles and I'm your host, Simon Rushton. Today we have a trader in the car and he's going to tell us what it's like to be a trader in the Corona period and how the business is going and maybe giving you some tips. I'm not sure if anyone's got that kind of money. But okay then. So,
hello.
First of all, we're starting off with the lockdown. How did it affect the world of trading and you personally?
Certainly, I think the lockdown. Well, I'm not gonna lie, it made the world trading much more exciting, because I'm sure everyone's read how the markets are swinging, and in trading, it's not necessarily about markets going up all the time, markets going down. It's more about markets moving, because when markets move, that's when there's opportunity. Because that way, in a day, things can go up 5%, things can go down 5%. So that's where you make real money versus waiting for things to slowly creep up or creep down.
So would you say you made a load of money for the firm?
I'm not sure yet. We'll see. The period's not over. But fingers crossed. We'll see. Hopefully when bonuses come out, hopefully everything will be positive is the word. So
I won't ask what's the average bonus for a trader. You get everybody jealous.
Nah, I think it's variable. That's the thing. It's like you'll have a good year and you have a bad year. So it fluctuates like hell. So I think there's no set number.
Oh, so bonuses are given annually then? They're not like weekly or quarterly?
No, it's annually. Because if it's weekly, you'll just be shooting the gun all the time. You try to have a slightly longer term view on things.
Okay.
Just purely because you don't put all your eggs in one basket on one day and hope for the best.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a holiday next week. So it's a bit more measured, is the word.
So the world of trading never ceased. It continued throughout the whole.
Oh yeah, it kept going. I mean, the only days it stops are Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, is it?
And public holidays.
Okay.
So
when it stops, everything just stays as it is, and then it reopens as it was.
Yeah.
Same figures.
Yeah.
Type situation.
Yeah. I mean, you can theoretically trade off market, but
So off market's when it's closed.
When it's closed, so that's when you put your orders in with brokers and whatnot, and then whether the broker wants to give you a position, or whether they want to give you an order for the open. Yeah, I mean, it's when you're moving money, put it this way, people are willing to do business at all times and days.
Yeah. So is there as a trader, because obviously you're speaking to a layman, and I'm sure all our listeners aren't aware of the whole trading world, is it it's not a 9 to 5, you're the trading office, or whether it's the Bank of England or tell me if I'm going off thing here, that's open 24 hours unless it's Saturday or Sunday?
Yep, that's open 24 hours. Well, sorry, markets are theoretically open at specific times. So in the UK, so the London Stock Exchange is open 8 to 4:30.
Oh, just like a working day?
Yeah. But that's a live market, sorry, what we call the open market. Okay. Then outside of hours, we call it the off market, or the closed market, depending on what you want to call it. And that's when the stock exchange is not working, but at the same time, brokers, so people who feed the stock exchange, are willing to take orders.
Okay, and do those orders become effective straight away, or they come effective at 8 o'clock the next day?
It depends what you're trading. It's that idea where if the broker wants to sell you, so let's say you want to buy a stock, right? Let's say you want to buy Apple.
Yep.
An Apple stock.
Sounds good.
So yeah, you can trade it on the live market. So Apple's trades in the US, so that opens at 2:30 in the UK time. So yeah, whether you want to go to the market to buy Apple stock, so that's where you're in a big. So imagine you go down to your local fish market. You have, if you want to buy a bit of salmon, right? There's usually 5 fishmongers which have salmon.
Yep.
Right, so you can go choose who's got the best price. But imagine the fish market is closed, okay? But you still want to buy that salmon. So what do? You have to call up each individual fishmonger to ask, do you have any salmon? And I'm realizing this is going to be a good analogy here. So, your fishmonger, okay, oh, I've got some salmon in stock, actually, in my fridge. You can have it for this price. So because no other fishmongers are open, you have the choice. Do you want to take it from this guy, or do you want to wait till the next day?
Okay.
So he could give you a slightly more expensive price, or you don't know because the market's not open.
Yeah, something could happen overnight.
Exactly.
And then everything could swing, and then his price was superb.
Exactly. Because the next day, all the fishmongers would be like, oh, there's no salmon available. Someone has bought it all up, or the fisheries has banned salmon, or
So, obviously Tokyo's got their stock exchange. New York, East Coast, West Coast. Is it a West?
No. New York is just, there's the New York Stock Exchange.
Oh, and that's it.
There's a few other venues, but
you have Australia.
Yeah.
So what I'm getting at is they're all different time zones.
Yeah.
They're all operating, selling and buying to each other around the world, but they're shut, or let's say England's shut based on what you're saying, at certain times.
Yeah.
So that off-market time must be really busy, if not more busier than during the day hours, because you're dealing with other people's time zones as well.
Not really, because people trade different things. So like a trader in Japan, for example, does not necessarily want to buy stocks in the UK. So by that I mean, in the UK you can only buy UK stocks.
Okay.
So UK stocks, you want to buy your Vodafone or whatnot. So imagine, like, what's a fish that you can only find in the UK?
Trout.
But a trout, right? So if you want to buy trout in Japan, fine, you've got to call UK. But how many people in Japan want trout? Not many.
They have their own fish.
Exactly. So it's that idea where people not necessarily tend to buy, but there's a focus on what they want in their economy. I mean, unless you're the US, obviously, everyone wants US stock. Everyone wants a bit of Apple, Facebook, or your tech. But,
so I assume America has the same rules about you have to be in the US or US time to buy their stock.
Yeah.
So that means a lot of traders are always up at mad hours.
Yeah, that's if you're trading US stock, yeah.
So traders probably, their sleep pattern is really good.
you do realize,
up for Tokyo, up for New York, up for London.
Yeah, so I think it depends how frequent you trade. I try to trade slightly longer term. By longer term I mean like 2-3 weeks, versus day trading, which is all in the day. But yeah, you do wake up in a panic sometimes on checking your phone. It's like,
how long have you been in the trading business?
Coming up to 2 years now.
Did you go to like Oxford, Cambridge?
No.
So it's not. Was it easy to get into? If I'm a student and I'm saying I want to get into trading, is it you need to know the right person?
Not necessarily know the right person, but I think you've got to put the work in is the answer. So I mean, obviously I think university is an important thing, but there's other stuff such as what qualifications you do, and just how much extracurricular, because you know how you can study one thing at university, but how theory doesn't necessarily translate to reality. So you've got to show your interest. You've got to show your interest. If you're interested in trading, for example, you got to show that you're reading the news, the financial news every day. You understand stocks. You understand, bonds. You understand.
Do your own homework.
Yeah, because why? When you're being interviewed, right? The guy can see what school you went to. Great. But it's that idea where if he doesn't feel that you love or you're excited about the industry, you know, and the next guy he interviews, you know, shows that he's done all of this stuff, which one will he pick? So
that's good. That's interesting.
So yeah, I think it's not a walk in the park, put it this way. I mean, certainly having a good university might get you the first foot in, but it's that idea where if you don't perform, you get spat out.
What's the top unis for traders then?
But I don't know. I think it's just you've got to be good at maths. So whichever university, I guess the established universities are always a good shot. So you know your Oxfords, your Cambridge, sort of your London School of Economics, Imperial College and whatnot. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't go to any of those, so.
Okay.
It's I would say in this day and age, I think to have a university education is positive, is important. But at the same time, it's showing your determination. You can make anything happen.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
If you want to. So it may not be the easiest, but you know you've got to show your determination.
Well, thanks for that.
Yeah, no worries.
That's a great insight into the world of trading. Guys out there, if you like this episode, please like and share and subscribe. Leave a voice memo message as you can on Spotify and Anchor. Don't forget to listen to our other podcasts, Africa Investing Stories, real investors with real stories from around the world who've invested in Africa, the good things, the bad things, the pros, the cons, etc., etc. And have a nice day. And don't forget, we do Taxi Chronicles daily. Thanks a lot. Bye.